Okay, hello everyone. I'm Monika, and this is the 55th episode of TLB Author Interview series. And today is a very special one because it marks the milestone for us. It's been a little more than 1 year since we started TLB Author Interview series, and Sehar was our very first author that we interviewed. So, for today, it's our really pleasure to have you here, Sehar. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to our readers and tell us about your books.
Thank you so much. It feels surreal to be here today. So, I am Sehar Rashid. I have started my writing career at the age of 17. I have written 5 books so far. The first one was The World of Worlds, which is a poetry. Second one was Arushi's Teenage Journey. And third one was Different Perspectives, again a poetry. Then Shadows of Duty and Tangled Threads, both are thrillers.
Yeah.
So I love to explore different genres, and I also have a sense of love for poetry.
Okay. Seher, so you were a very first author in our TLB Author Interview series. A year later, you have returned with more milestones. So, how does it feel to look back at your journey from then to now?
I do not have enough words to describe it. It feels so amazing to be here again. When I first joined the interview series for the very first time, I was so hesitant about it. I was starting out as a most nervous person ever. But now I feel much more confident than before.
Yeah, you do. We can see that. Okay, so there's an announcement for everyone, for the audience. So whoever will comment the best commenter on the live is gonna get a reward that is the copy of the author's book. So everyone, don't let your keyboards rest and continue commenting. So coming back to the questions, your debut book that was The World of Words, that is a poetry book. Okay, you started your journey in 2021, and since then you have moved across the genres. So poetry, teenage fiction, and now crime thrillers. So what drives you to explore such diverse genres?
It's because stories speak to me in different forms. Poetry
Yeah,
is something when I first started out, I started writing poetry first. I wrote and refined the poems, and I used to just read them and be happy that I wrote such a good thing. I used to make up stories in my mind. Then,
yeah,
stories is something that makes me expand my thought process. So, second one was Arufie's teenage journey. It was about teenage emotions. That time I was feeling so overwhelmed, and I just saw the teenagers around me are also like that only. That made me go through that genre. And then thrillers is something that I got from my father. He used to watch thriller movies, and I was sitting with him the whole time. So that made me challenge myself. It was although very challenging to write thrillers, but yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you have, yeah, like you will be experimenting with a lot of genres in the future too.
Yes.
Okay. In Arushi's journey, you captured the innocence and struggles of teenage life. As you said that you saw the struggles around you between the teenagers. So while in Tangled Threads, you have built a suspenseful, crime-driven narrative. So which was harder to write? Teenage fiction, teenage emotions, or crime and mystery?
Both were very challenging, but in very different ways.
Yeah.
Writing teenage emotions was like making my vulnerabilities more vulnerable, digging deeper into my insecurities, my memories, and emotional struggles, everything. On the other hand, Tangled Threads was a thriller, and thrillers require a lot of planning. So it kept on testing my patience
Yeah.
at every point. Yes, but if I had to choose from one, I would choose teenage emotions, because at that time, while writing that book, I was also a teenager, and that made me feel overwhelmed at many points.
Honestly, I really admire writers who write thriller and crime and mystery because it takes a lot to write something that we can't even imagine, right? Like something so suspenseful that it keeps on running your brains uh, throughout the story. So I really admire people who can write suspenseful thrillers, and you are definitely one of them.
Thank you so
Okay, your
much.
yeah, your readers mention that they love the way you write strong and determined women in your books. So why is it important portraying women in this light?
Because I believe that women are far stronger than the culture allows us to be.
Yeah.
Uh, the culture does not allow us to be seen as much stronger as we are, and it's not just about working women or the characters in the book or movies. It's about the women we see every day around us, our mothers or sisters, even the house help we have in our homes. So writing strong women is my small gesture of respect to all the women around us who inspire us every day in the most unexpected ways.
Okay, that's really good to know that you really like writing women who are strong and determined. As you said, we the world doesn't allow women to be seen, to be heard, and you do that through your book. That is great to hear. So, do you see yourself more as a poet who writes stories or a storyteller who sometimes writes poetry?
Okay, I would say I am a storyteller at heart, but my story begins in poetry. The poetry is
Yeah.
where I find my emotions, my voice raw and unfiltered. But
Yeah.
stories give me the space to expand my world. So I'm like a storyteller who fell in love with poetry through words.
Okay. So, poetry helps you to express yourself more. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. As you said, you are still very young as compared to many writers in this space. So, do you ever feel underestimated? People underestimated you because of your age, or that even motivates you even more?
Yes, I have felt underestimated at times because some people think that youth equals inexperience.
Yeah.
And many times, the stories written by young writers aren't as deep as the stories written by older writers. But I've
Exactly.
always believed that emotions and creativity don't need an age limit. And that motivates me that to prove that passion and dedication matters more than the age or the years I've spent in the industry.
Yeah, sometimes young writers write something that even the experienced one cannot, like, they cannot even imagine that thing.
Yeah.
So age doesn't matter. What matters is your skill, your ability to write.
Yes.
Okay. So, which of your books do you feel closest to emotionally, and why?
It's very hard to choose from my books because every book holds a piece of my heart. I've put my soul into my each and every book. But emotionally, if I had to think and choose from one, then I would only say Arushi's Teenage Journey because that is the book where I have put in my own personal emotions as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels like going through my younger self again and again whenever I pick that book up.
I get it. Like it is revisiting your teenage years.
Yes.
Okay. So it's obvious that you will feel close to something that you have been through. As you said, it's the struggle of the teenage years of yours and people around you. So
Yes.
it's definitely that book that is closest to your
So
heart.
it
And I
feels
come,
most personal that
yeah.
way.
Okay, you have already published 5 books at such an young age. So, what can your readers expect next from you? More thrillers, poetry, or something completely new?
Although I love keeping my upcoming works a bit secretive, but I can say that more stories are definitely on the way. And currently, I'm working on something that has to be emotionally very heart wrenching, and it has intense emotional demands. So, that is also taking a lot of time from me to write that. So, in the coming times, I'm also planning to experience with mixed genres, mixing up different
Yeah,
genres together and creating a story. So, readers can always expect honesty and authenticity from me.
definitely. That we can definitely expect from you. And also, you said that you are going to mix up a few genres. So, I'm really quite excited for your next experiment. So, yeah, all the best for your future.
Thank you.
You were the very first guest in TLB Author Interview series, and now we are back again. So, what advice would you like to give to the aspiring authors who look up to you?
Okay, I learned this the very hard way, but I would tell every author that books aren't meant to be perfect. Their imperfections are their beauty. You do
Yeah,
not have to keep on refining your book again and again and again to make it perfect because it will never be perfect. So, book perfection does not matter. What matters is the courage to express yourself, the courage to express your voice, and most importantly, don't write to fit into the trends. Write what your soul says, and authenticity will resonate with others as well.
definitely. And what is written by hearts always reach to the right hearts. So,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be perfect or like completely like you don't have to keep it refining again and again to make it perfect. If you wrote it by heart, it will definitely reach the right people.
Yes.
Okay, so Seher, as I said, you were the first guest at our TLB Author Interview series, and TLB has grown from just TLB the digital city to TLB City Private Limited. So what do you feel when you look at the transformation?
It fills me with immense pride and joy. In the past 1 year, I have seen TLB grow into something bigger and bigger. It is inspiring to witness this growth, and it also gives me a reminder that proper dreams require dedication and constant work.
Yeah,
So TLB has given a platform to many people, and it has also made me interact with so many people I didn't even think that I would ever meet or interact with. So I feel so honored to be a part of TLB.
and we are honored to have you with us in this long journey. We have seen you since 1 year, and we can see your growth and journey through our own eyes. And it's really honored to have you. Okay, so before we wrap up, we'll just have a quick rapid fire round, and you just answer whatever comes to your mind instantly. Okay,
Okay.
let's start. Writing at midnight or early morning?
Midnight.
Cool. Planner or spontaneous writer?
Spontaneous writer.
Okay. Ebook, paperback, or audiobook?
Paperback.
Great. A book you can read it again and again.
A book I can read again and again. I would say dictionary.
So, do you read dictionary first of all?
Yes, again and again. I read it again and again.
Okay, that's new. One word that describes your writing style.
Messy.
That's brutally honest. Okay. Favorite female lead character from any book.
Favorite female lead character from any book. Hermione Granger from Harry Potter.
Great choice. The hardest part of writing, beginning, middle, or ending?
Middle.
Okay. If not an author, would you have been a?
Psychologist.
Oh, great. One genre you would never get tired of reading.
Murder mysteries.
Expected. Do you prefer standalone or series?
Standalone.
Cool. Okay, that was it, Seher. It was really nice to have you with us, and I really enjoyed this short session with you. And we'll see you next time. And it was really pleasure to have you back after an year. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, thank you so much. It was my pleasure as well to chat with you again after a year like this.
Okay, so that was it, everyone. We'll announce the best commenter very soon. And thank you so much for staying tuned and for all the sweet words that you have uh, commented. Thank you so much. Thank you, Seher. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next time with another episode and another author. Till then, keep reading, keep exploring.